Undefeated IBF heavyweight world champion Anthony Joshua will defend his title against former reigning unified heavyweight champion Wladimir Klitschko. The fight takes place Saturday, April 29th. It's in London at Wembley Stadium, and there will be a crowd of over 80,000 people, and it'll be broadcast live worldwide. Both gentlemen were here in New York City at Madison Square Garden to promote the fight, so let's go to the press conference.
When this fight eventually was made for the fans, and I believe that in boxing, promoters and managers forgetting about the importance of satisfaction of the fans, because eventually they need to get what they're looking for, and I think that this fight is definitely something that we were thinking is going to be great on both sides. One Olympic champion is fighting another one. One generation is fighting the other generation. So there's a lot of questions still. Is I still have it? Still got it? Or is Anthony is that far to face that opposition? Is he good enough now? So, and all these questions obviously were out there in our minds, but we never thought it's going to be that big. So, thankfully, it is that big, and it's getting even bigger unexpectedly. It's getting even bigger, and the interest is tremendous and amazing. And I'm happy about it because it's an upscale. It's for me, it's certainly upgrade in my career as a fighter, to fight in my biggest stage that I ever had, the toughest challenge I ever had, because he's in a certain way a copy of me, size-wise and with the records in a certain way, as I said about the Olympics, and he's a champion, world champion in professional sport, as I was. It's kind of sound a little bit weird even today to say I was, but anyway.
And fighting in the UK doesn't feel like fighting away from home necessarily. You've been there so long.
No, I'm happy to be back in the UK. I know we have a lot of, I'll say Vitaly and I, since we were fighting there as well, a lot of followers, and we've been fighting British fighters a lot in our careers, and I know we have fans there too, and not to forget boxing came from Great Britain, so it's great to be back where boxing came from, and actually fighting on British soil.
And you enjoy fighting a guy with no kind of table throwing, chair throwing. Do you enjoy that build-up where it's more two sportsmen?
I never had this before because usually guys always were in a certain way nasty, or fighters like trying to eat their children and explaining, throw tables, F-words, whatever. So to promote the fight is probably their idea, or chasing on the speedboat, a paddleboarder, I don't know, something like that. So, and it shows totally different quality of the sport, and I think the sport of boxing is a sweet science, and it's a sweet sport, and I think it's going to give in a totally different stage for boxing, period, and new stage and better look and better image.
Do you still have it? You asked that question about a minute ago about whether you still have it, and you were criticized the fight with Fury. What do you think just when you think of yourself and see yourself in the gym?
I would say it's a good question for me, and as I said, I'm still struggling with that, even like to say, well, I'm used to be a champion or whatever, because I got used to be the champ, and now suddenly I'm in a situation where I'm a challenger, and that's different to me, and it's more motivating to me, and they still got it or not, these questions will be answered on April 29th.
But you wouldn't be here if you didn't have it.
Exactly, but on the other hand, if I wouldn't believe in myself, I wouldn't be here.
But Vladimir, as a follow-up to that, I mean, your legacy is cemented. You're a Hall of Famer. What you did in the heavyweight division has not been done before. But what does this, if you beat him, what does that even do for you? Like, where does that take your legacy?
I'll be focused on myself, and I'm doing it to myself, to me, because I know I still got it. I have that feeling. I have that strong belief. I want to do it for my fans because they've been very patient, waiting for my comeback and waiting for actual fight. I want to do it for, as I said, in the first line for myself, but also for the others. As for example, Emmanuel Stewart, and I'm his biggest admirer, and he definitely shaped me as a fighter and also as a person. And I think I owe him this fight as well, because he was always saying about, well, Vladimir, your Wladimir, he called me Wladimir, your signature fight is gonna come up. It's gonna come up. It's always happening. Just trust me, you know. And I was saying, like, when, who, how? There's no opposition. Like, is David Hayes the one? Kind of, you know, pumped up cruiserweight, got into the ring and trying to make a fight. And so, but now it's a signature fight. It's something that I definitely was looking forward to, and something that, as I said, I probably owe to Emmanuel as well. Not just to be involved in this fight, but also win this fight.
No matter what happens, fighting Tyson Fury again, is that, do you
It's, I will ignore this question because it's not even a topic anymore. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. I will skip that question too because it doesn't make sense to talk about it.
Is it exciting to fight in a place like Wembley again? I mean, it's been a while since you fought.
Again, I never fought there.
Oh, sorry. Fight in Wembley, period,
But
sorry.
fighting in Britain, obviously, it is exciting. It's not Germany because I've been fighting in Germany everywhere. And after, I think I fought there in 1998, if I'm not wrong. So far, last time in London, and I'm happy to come back.
Is it strange being the B-side? I know it's very rare that you're the B-side ever.
It is strange, but it's a great motivation. So I'm a challenger. I want to be there where I was before, and I like the challenge.
Do you feel hungrier being the B-side?
I definitely feel hungrier, and my motivation is as high as the sky.
There's all this talk now about if Joshua facing Deontay Wilder next. Everyone's almost predicting that. Does that bother you?
I love it. I love it. Let them do their plan. Yeah, if you remember, I was fighting here a knockout artist, Samuel Peter, 2005, and he was the one who was calling who's next, after each fight, and I was called Dead Man Walking.
I know with the fight against Fury, you had a lot of, I know you don't make excuses ever. You had distractions with, the birth of your child and some other things. How did that affect you?
I'm sorry, I will skip that question too. It doesn't make any sense talking about past. I was trying to make this fight. For certain reasons it didn't.
I respect that you don't make
I don't care about it anymore.
Okay.
I'm just looking forward.
Let me ask you this. You talk about, you're hungrier now being on the B-side. Take us into your day-to-day events now. You used to be a champion for so many years. What's it like every day now, waking up hungrier? I mean, is there any the mental edge? Tell us what's training.
My motivation, as I said, is as high as the sky, and obviously looking forward to get back in the ring because there are a lot of fans that have been patient about waiting me to see me in the ring and fighting again. I haven't felt a lot of difference between how it was and how it is right now, unless you're talking about me as a B. I mean, like as not as an A. So the one that wants to as a challenger. So that's something new, but I also have been there and I've done that, and I was a challenger previously, and I've been taking those challenges accordingly. So I'm looking forward to this one. Yes, I will not change my team. And if somebody is having doubts that some of the team members are not good, I will crush your doubts.
It was too expensive, these New York hotels.
I noticed that from my dry cleaning this morning. $85.
Would you like to just show people, I guess, this whole people that John
I believe for every team member in my team, it's a challenge, and it's something to prove that whatever it was, and we were successful for a long time for a reason, and we can fix it. we can fix the mistake that was made and the loss that we had, which put all of us in a very strong motivation. So I definitely have a good alliance in my team.
What do you think they had to
moving forward to the goal?
They needed to be tweaks in your camp to move forward. Talk about the loss. What do you think they needed to tweak in your camp to make it back to where you were?
Now realise it's not just us.
Well, I developed my own training programs, and it's always a little adjustment because my opponents are different. So I will adjust myself to Anthony, and it will go accordingly. So I cannot say a lot about it, or I can, but it takes too much time. So I will train and prepare accordingly, and I will adjust my passion and my motivation to the camp.
And I'm Kristal Hart reporting from Madison Square Garden. Hope you've enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the fights.